Black, a singing sensation, a huge TV star, and she's back on Saturday night with a new series of Blind Date. I caught up with her to find out how it's all going.
I hate talking about myself, actually, so I'm a little bit nervous going in. Something tells me something's gonna happen to you. With all this press and everything, they're gonna build up, oh, Black is back and all the rest of it. And if I don't do it, it's, I'm gonna get it, aren't I?
Cilla's friends are certain she can do it.
Well, she is a star. There's a presence about Cilla. I think certain ladies have this, a presence.
People really, really love her. They really want to be her to be part of their sitting room.
There are so few that actually the public embrace and love, and really do love. You only have to walk down the street with Cilla, and you feel it's coming off everybody in waves.
Hey, I think we should have some champagne first of all, because I know we both like champagne, don't we?
Yes, we do.
To celebrate your return to your rightful place on a Saturday night.
Oh, well, I'll drink to
I
that.
think I'll drink to that too.
Cheers.
I've missed you, you know, and I know a lot of people
I've missed
have.
me.
There was lots of stuff in the papers, obviously, and they went mad about it. Cilla issued an ultimatum, it's me or Des.
The thing is, I love Des Lynam. You know, it was a very bold and brave experiment.
You've been brought in off the subs bench, super sub
Yes.
from Liverpool, the David Fairclough of television.
Fiona, I have never been a substitute.
Certainly not, but ITV's most popular star has had a long journey to the top. Cilla was born Priscilla White in Liverpool in May 1943. Despite heavy bombing during the war, Cilla's mother kept a stall in the city market and her father worked on the docks.
She was brought up from a very stable family with her mum and dad. I mean, Mrs. White was a hoot, and her aunties, I mean, they were all just funny Liverpool women, you know. You're all right there, son. Hello, Jimmy, how are you? I mean, they just make you laugh. Lovely, lovely people.
What was it that set you off on this showbiz career? Because you came from a very humble background, you know, with all due respect.
The first time I got the bug for showbiz was when all the pubs let out one Saturday night, and my mother was at home, and my father brought back, you know, a few people and a shandy for my mother. And they were all having, I suppose, their equivalent to a karaoke, because there was always music in my house. Someone discovered me sitting on the stairs in my nightie, enjoying everything. And they stood me on the kitchen table. And now that's my first audience. Hey, I'm elevated. And I sang, and I thought, I want this. And I must have been maybe 3 or 4 years of age.
As she got older, one of Cilla's earliest jobs was in the famous Cavern Club.
She was always hanging around the cavern, and it's the fact that she did take the coats. And I mean take them. She was a thief. We had to buy them back off her. But she was there. She was like a cloakroom girl, and she used to get up occasionally and give a song, and she could sing rock and roll songs. She was fine, you know.
John Lennon called Cilla up during a Beatles performance at the Cavern. She made such an impression on the audience that eventually Beatles manager Brian Epstein gave her a chance to tour with the Fab Four.
Yeah, I was in that stable. Brian Epstein was their manager, and I was one of the artists on there. And yeah, the Beatles were responsible for opening the floodgates for all those Liverpool bands.
Cilla won over the nation, singing classics like Anyone Who Had a Heart, her first #1 hit in 1964. But Dionne Warwick got a little miffed. It was her song originally, but Cilla's version was more popular.
And now I'd like to sing a song that you made very lucky for me, and it's about one of my favourite boyfriends. What's it all about?
Cilla's 1966 all-time classic Alfie was the title tune of the movie that sent Michael Caine on the road to stardom.
What's it all about when you started out, Alfie?
Cilla became so popular she was given her own primetime TV show. She's been a fixture on our screens ever since.
There's a sort of feeling of being part of the people. She has the common touch.
Is singing, because I mean, it was always a passion of yours, is it still?
People say to me, you know, do you still sing at home? No, I don't. I don't. Not even in the shower, I don't do that. But recently, a guy who appeared on Blind Date, Tommy, remixed 2 singles of mine, Step Inside Love and Something Tells Me. And they're unbelievable. It's all this sort of music that, you know, this club music. Is it garage? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, garage.
You know, when they
all that sort of
you know,
stuff.
it's all,
Yeah.
and it's quite nice. So I thought,
When I fall in love. The man who made the most important contribution to Cilla's singing career was her husband, Bobby Willis. They met when she was 15 and he was 17 and married a few years later in 1969. He gave up his own singing career to become her manager and mentor. Cilla and Bobby had 3 sons, Robert, Benjamin and Jack.
Their relationship was like 2 swans. I mean, it's fantastic to see together.
You know, it was Bobby and Cilla and Bobby. That was it. You know, like Morecambe and Wise, like ham and eggs, you know.
We all know that Cilla went through a very rough patch 2 years ago when Bobby died. She told me how she's coping now.
people in the early stages said to me, you know, time is a great healer. And I've looked at them as if they've dropped off
Yeah, you don't
from another
understand
planet.
what I'm going through. But
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But now I can, hand on my heart, I can honestly say, yeah, time is a great healer. And there's no way I'll ever get over Bobby. I mean, I go to bed thinking of him last thing in the night, and I wake up first thing in the morning. And I do have my Cilla black days. I've accepted that now, but I'm trying to move on, and I think I've done it.
And your life really has entered a different phase. It's had to because of what happened 2 years ago. But you've got now new friends, haven't you? And you go out and you go clubbing sometimes.
I'm supposed to be in a club called Heaven every week.
Yes, I've read that.
I've been there once.
I have no idea what we talk about, but we can sit there till 5 in the morning when the night should have finished at 1 o'clock. We'll sit there with a glass of wine and we'll talk about absolute nothing, but my God, it'll make us laugh. And we'll cry with laughter.
Last time I spoke to you, you were just about to go off to Spain with Dale.
With
Winton.
Dale,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, he's left all his clothes there in my house in Spain. Yes, he has.
She said to me, "Why are you packing up? You're going to be back soon." I said, "Actually, Cilla, I've not mentioned it. I'll come back in a couple of weeks. Can I leave my suitcase?" So I did. I now travel with hand luggage only when I'm going to Spain.
She's a very, I keep saying, but she is a close pal. I mean, she would be someone I'd ring if I needed some advice or certainly some money. My God, give us a few quid.
She's like everybody's auntie, sister, mother, best friend.